Hello and welcome to Abundant Universe. My name is Ray, and I'm very happy to have you here today. Okay, so to those people who watched my first video, which was yesterday, you will notice a slight change in the setting, and this is due to feedback that I got from my friend Brian, who suggested just a slight change in setting, just to improve the way we deliver, content in the channel. Now, so today um, we're going to look at another part of the program. But before I do that, I'll quickly just do a recap of what we discussed yesterday. Okay, so yesterday was kind of an introduction to the channel, whereby I was um, introducing the concepts that we are going to be, discussing in the channel, right? And we looked at we looked at the three levels of awareness. That is the conscious mind, the subconscious mind, and the universal mind. And we also looked at the universal laws, um, how they affect the way energy flows, and how through understanding these laws you can shift your mindset from a negative mindset to an abundant, um, positive mind. Okay, so we did discuss about that in order to change your life. Okay, so today we are going to discuss the connection between the inner and the outer world. Okay, now it's very important to at this point to mention the fact that these concepts, they might be new concepts to some of us, and I know some of us are maybe aware. Now, the reason is these concepts are not taught in schools, as I mentioned, and most of our parents, you know, are not aware of. We're not aware of these concepts, and that's why most of us are not aware of, the existence of these two worlds, the inner and the outer worlds. But you will quickly understand when I explain, because as I mentioned in the last video, these concepts are simple. Life things that the concepts of life are simple because life is meant to be simple. It's not meant to be hard. So that's the beauty of of the things that we want to discuss in the channel. Um, Whenever you find concepts that are hard, that those concepts are not universal concepts. Universal concepts and the things that we need to do to live a better life are not hard, right? They are very simple things, small changes that you can do to your daily life that can really, make huge difference in your life towards a positive direction. So, at this point, I want to quickly, kind of not define, but to kind of explain what is the inner world and what is the outer world. What is the difference between these two worlds? So, basically, the inner world is the is the world of our thoughts, emotions, beliefs, and your imagination. Now, this is the part of the inner world is it's basically, your thoughts, feelings, and 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 actions, right? Things that we can't really see, that's happen inside you. That is the inner world. Then the outer world is the physical reality. Okay. Now, things in the outer world, we can all see them, right? Because they are outside, right? So this is the physical reality, and it's also the outer world is also part of you know your circumstances and situations, the things that you experience around you. Okay. Now, um, one of the truth, or could be a law as well, is that your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. So basically, your circumstances and situations reflect your the condition of your inner world, right? Now, um, there are real life examples we can use in order to understand these things, right? So, a good example to understand the concept of the inner and the outer world is I'll use the situation of a classroom or a lecture. That you can imagine a situation whereby you are in a lecture or in a classroom, and for some reason, you know, the teacher or lecturer becomes boring and you're not interested anymore in what he's saying, right? Now, you can remain in the room, sitting in the room, right? Physically, you can remain in there out of politeness and, remain in the lecture room, in the classroom. You can stay and sit there, whilst at the same time, your mind can be in an entirely different place. So, in this case, your body, you are seated on a chair, or yeah, in the lectures or in the classroom, you are physically, you are there, but your mind could be in an entirely different place. So your mind could be maybe at the shopping center, in the city center, or it can even be in a different country, totally different country. You could be maybe thinking of a holiday you went to, or you could be, so that's what the mind is capable of doing. And that is what differentiates the inner and the outer world. That your inner world can travel to many places, and physically you'll be in one place. So that's just that's an example to show you what I'm trying to say, that because the inner world is the world of your thoughts, feelings, and reactions, and the outer world is the world of your circumstances and situations and the physical reality. So, whilst you would be in this classroom, your mind could be in a totally different place. The inner world could be, you could be somewhere else, right? So that is the difference of the inner and the outer world. Just to show you, because your thoughts can do things um, different to your outer world. So just an example. Another example, and this happens normally when you're driving. So normally when you are driving, to those who drive, what happens is you are there in the car, your hands are on the steering wheel, and you are driving, but your mind could be again in a different place. You could be thinking of a fight that happened at a workplace, or you could be thinking about, you know, maybe what you're gonna have for dinner or something, stuff like that. And that is the difference between your inner and outer world. Okay. Now, um, it's very important to understand that, you see, why does this matter? All right. Why am I giving you these examples, and why should you know about the inner and outer world? Right. Now, the reason is because, um, the condition of your inner world will affect your outer world, right? Now, for example, if your inner world is full of stress, fear, and self doubt, you will feel stuck no matter how perfect the outer world seems to be. Okay. And that's the condition that some people find themselves in, that, in the outer world, things look good. Maybe they're driving a really nice car, they're living in a nice, beautiful house, but inside there's a lot of, fear, there's stress, there's self doubt, there's guilt, there's, feelings of, shame and all that. And this could be a result of something that happened, or, whatever. But all I'm trying to say is, um, that uh, imbalance between the inner and outer world can cause a lot of problems. Okay. At the same times, at the same time, when your inner world is filled with love, calm, peace, and abundance, then your reality starts reflecting that as well. You start noticing that your outer world will start matching the uh, the good feelings that you have. Okay, so this is quite a deep concept, So as I said, because these things are not taught in schools, so these are quite deep concepts, and I don't expect you to understand them uh, in this first exposure to them, right? Um, but as we continue in the channel, um, you will get to understand them. So because this is new information, as I mentioned before, uh, this information is not taught in schools. Uh, why, I don't know, but I know, um, the some authorities and some, uh, educated people, they know about these things, but it's not really shared in the public domain. Why, I don't know. But anyways, what I'm saying is is these concepts are are, are, are new, right? So it will take time for you to grasp these concepts. If you get it right in the first exposure, then that's fine. But if you don't really understand it right now, it's fine too, because as we keep doing it, you will get to understand it, right? So, as I said, there will be exercises along the way that we have to do in order to, to grasp some of these concepts. And one of the exercises that you can do is, simply like, once a day, uh, just, maybe just close your eyes and ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? And notice the feeling, and you will start seeing. And if you're excited, just ask yourself, take a moment and say, oh, okay, notice the feeling. Why I'm excited, and why am I excited? If you are stressed, again, you pause, notice the feeling or the thought, why am I stressed? And just simple questions, they start helping you to have that relationship with your own mind. Because the whole idea behind this kind of program is that you want to start getting to know how your mind works. Okay. And at this point, I want to mention that you want to understand the thoughts going on inside your own mind. Why? Because they are thoughts that are going inside your mind, and you want to start, you know, getting to understand why we get these kind of things called thoughts, how they affect us, and all that. Now, without getting more into this new information, I am going to stop at this particular point of the video so that I don't want to bombard you with a lot of information, but I just want you to just slowly, gradually, um, starting to look at life in a different way, because the truth of life, it's different from how we experience it. And this is one of the things that you can really notice for yourself. If you choose to, you will notice that you do have an inner world and you do have an outer world. And those examples that I gave you, you will find your mind wandering about, going places where it's not meant to be, when you demand its attention in a certain place. And that's how you start noticing, okay, that, oh, okay, these things happening. So with that, um, I'll say thank you again for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll continue bringing you more and more of this kind of information. And feedback is very welcome. I'm looking to getting more and more information from you. Let me know your thoughts, and to those who are already aware of these concepts, you know um, put comments in the description below. It's all about learning. As I mentioned in the video last time, I don't take credit of this information I'm sharing with you. This is information I also came across, I read, written from books, and also worked with some mentors out there. But we are in this together. So I welcome anyone who wants to share and give us more information regarding this. Okay, so that's the journey we have embarked on. Now, this journey, just to let you know, why do we have to do this? Because it will give you the power to shape your own life. Knowing how your mind works will help you to start creating the life you want, right? It will help you to move away from limited conditions to a more abundant, happy, successful life. Okay, so that's what we are. Why I'm bringing these things to you, and I know that they will benefit you. Um, uh, if you follow the program as I'm trying to deliver it. So yeah, thank you for watching once again, and I'll see you next time when I bring the next video. Thank you very much.